Wednesday night, boys and girls, Straying Theory.
Yes, sir, it is.
Tonight, we have the immortal Mr. Coot is in the house.
Ladies and germs.
The lovely Ginger is in the house.
She's right there.
I'm here.
And
A treat especial.
a treat especial. Our special guest,
Yep.
Mr. Jake Lauzon. Everybody? And you know what? It's hard not to start the show without saying, welcome.
Two.
String Theory. Here's John and Chris and Ginger.
And that's how it goes.
Yep. That's how that goes.
Just like that.
You know I'm enjoying this right now.
I imagined you would be.
How long's it been?
Too goddamn long. It's been like weeks.
Last time we did this, I was sweet meat on the street in Montreal.
You've never been sweet meat anywhere.
Rancid meat on the street.
Yes. You're like a rancid, day old, fetid hamburger patty.
B.O. meat on the street.
Gutter.
In front of the, what was it? The Cock and Bull?
The Cock and Bull, yeah.
Downtown Montreal. Yeah.
That's about right.
We got sponsors.
We do. We got
Tons of them.
We got Boucher guitars.
Yep.
2 of them you just heard.
Yep.
We got Levy's Leather Straps, G&G Music, Citadel Music, Opry Music Store, Reed's Music, K&K Sound, Gallery Guitars, my good friends, Recording King,
Yeah, buddy.
Alvarez, Yeri, St. Louis Music, Yamaha, James Martin Instruments in Kilkenny, Ireland,
Yep.
Joshua House, Close Guitars, Cody Guitars, Orangewood Guitars, Audio Sprockets, D'Addario Canada, thank you. The Arc, Apollo Picks, Tone Right, Epiphone and Gibson, and Blue Chip Picks.
Little blue chip pick.
Damn.
Dangola.
Damn.
That's all the toys right there.
Wee.
All the toys.
All the toys.
Yep.
So the first Kirsten goes to
Mr. Stephen Baker.
Stephen Backer,
Sudsy.
who has informed me that he actually has brand new bath salts. I don't know if he's actually like smoking them or
Yeah, maybe he'll try putting them in the bath instead of eating them this time. Yeah.
Because you know how you eat people's faces and shit when you eat this. Yeah.
Time's getting short there, Sudzo.
Yeah,
He'll be
Sudzo.
on a plane coming our way soon. 'Cause
Yes, sir.
Next week is Festivus.
Festivus Maximus.
Festivus Delectus
Festivus-
in Camp
Festivus-
Meat.
Camp Meat. Oh yeah, Camp Meat.
Yeah.
What is Stephen Backer saying?
He says, looking forward to what will certainly be the best 180 minutes of my week. Welcome back.
What's he doing this week?
Yeah. I think he's already got the best 15 seconds of his week out
Yeah.
of the way.
Yeah. That happened just as you get in the tub.
Yeah, he had the warm water.
Yeah.
That's it.
Went off like a loaded Bic pen.
Yeah. Yeah, button on a fur coat. Okay, go ahead.
Let's see, we're off to a good start. Good. We have a super chat from Sonia H.
Oh, cool, Sonia.
Good to be back. Can you explain break angle and how it affects tone? What's too low? What's just right? Thanks.
Well, break angle's easy to explain. So this is the bridge, and that's the headstock of the guitar that way. As when the string comes over the bridge, it goes down inside the hole in your bridge, right? It comes over the saddle, the string goes in the hole, and the peg goes in there. So this angle is break angle. It can be like that. It can be like this. It can be and it's determined by this groove that they put in front of the peg hole. So the deeper the groove, the more extreme the break angle. So break angle affects tone because the more extreme this is, the harder the saddle's being pushed down inside the bridge. So if the angle's really light like so, it's not exerting any pressure on the saddle, therefore it's not vibrating the bridge plate or the top of the guitar. So you have to have this happy medium, and I deal with this all the time, or did, until I started using K&K pickups, because you sometimes had to manipulate the break angle of individual strings on a saddle to make an under-saddle pickup be all the same volume, every string, right? So that's what it does. So if you're using a K&K or you have no under-saddle system, this should be
Less critical.
Well, it is less critical, but it should be constant.
Yeah, across.
Every string should have the same break angle, so you have exactly the same amount of pressure being exerted on the saddle, right? And
Too
that's,
much break angle, you're going to be busting strings back there.
Right. You can't bend them
Too
you
sharp.
know, 45 is too much.
45.
30 degrees.
30 to
degrees.
37, I think. Is
Yep. So that's how that all works.
That's break angle in a nutshell.
I'm enjoying the break angle.
Yeah.
Even as we speak.
I know.
Yes.
It's very breaky.
It's very English.
This segment is being brought to you by Yeti.
Yellow Yeti. My segment has been brought to you by Green. As I'm enjoying it right now.
Green. Just green.
Oh, yeah, you're really enjoying that. Jake, what are you enjoying back there? All right, great.
All right, great. Next.
Super chat from Ian Rossiter.
Hey, Ian.
Ian.
That's our boy.
Hey.
That's our boy, Ian.
He says, acquired both a parlor and an F-style mandolin since my last visit. Love them both.
Right. I saw pictures.
Did he post them on
Yes,
Facebook?
Facebook, yeah.
Oh, I'm not on Facebook.
I'm
Sounds
never
like you
mind.
problem.
I'm
Okay.
on Facepalm.
Face palm.
That's awesome. What were they like?
They're awesome.
Yeah.
I think they're both Larrabees.
What's a parlor mandolin?
No, a parlor and a mandolin.
A parlor guitar
Yeah, and a mandolin, yeah.
Good, because I've never heard of a parlor mandolin. I was getting ready to be blown away.
Well, you can actually play a parlor mandolin in the parlor.
Does that make it a parlor mandolin?
I guess so.
It makes it in the parlor. Next.
Move on quickly. Super chat from Jamie Reed.
Mm.
Boys, good to see yous back. Missed yous.
Good to see you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Good to hear your voice, although it's channeled through the lovely Ginger.
Sounds a lot like me.
Your disc is stuck.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
Super chat from Jasper North.
Jasper North.
We'll love hearing you slurp. Please cover All These Years by Mac McNally and have again a Canadian #1 hit. Thank me later. It really matches your voice and your playing.
Clearly, Jasper North doesn't know a thing because nothing fits my voice. It's shite. The only thing that fits my voice is the sound of a shovel swinging at my face.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
I appreciate the
I'll
support.
second that.
It sounds like the crap-saturated sand getting shoveled out of a septic field and thrown into the back of a dump truck.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like emptying the largest cat litter box in the world
With a hose.
with a giant hose.
With the pressure wash.
Yeah, with
Yeah, with a pressure washer
Yeah.
set on heavy wedge.
Heavy wedge.
Next.
We have a highlighted chat from Mr. Cam McMaster.
Cam Disaster
Clammy.
Clammy.
Do you still got your little, backless dress on there? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good to see him
We
back.
love you.
He says he's on the mend. Happy to be here.
Good.
Great to see you all back. Love to all.
Yep. We're thinking about you.
That'll teach you not to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
All right.
He just got hugged from behind.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, just right there. All right. Next.
Super chat from Bob Perone.
Probably, yeah, Bob.
Maybe Perone.
Bob.
Perone. I don't know.
Bob.
I can only do what I can do. He says, missed you guys.
Miss being here.
That's
It seems a
Everybody
little
missed you.
surreal right now, doesn't it?
No more than normal.
Well, you're always off in La La Land in the first place. But,
Oh, yeah, I'm just sort
You
of
know.
sitting here taking it all in.
yeah. It feels a little...
I've been drinking all day. Give me a phone.
Oh, see, I haven't. I've been actually contributing to society.
Oh,
it's not
what's
me.
that like?
What's
I don't know,
that?
I'll tell you later. How you doing, Ginger?
I'm good.
Doesn't it seem a little strange to be back?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been busy. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been busy. That's why we weren't here. But.
Kate, my eyes are up here, okay? All right. Jesus.
Oh, your shorts up. Jesus.
Oh, we're going down the rails now,
Yeah,
boys.
So
Yeah.
I think we started off the rails.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The old wreck of the old 97. There.
Here we are.
There we go.
Here we go. Here it is.
Didn't think we were going to reenact that today, but I guess we are.
We've got a super chat from Ralph Prosha.
Ralph,
Good evening.
welcome in.
I didn't see a question, but I do see a comment. He says, "Loving my Gallagher." I guess he just bought a new Gallagher.
Sweet.
Hey,
Nice.
man.
We're enjoying our Gallaghers right now,
Yes.
too.
Not far behind you.
Yes, we love our Gallaghers here.
Yeah, you're some of us closer than others.
Love my Gallaghers.
Mhm.
My Jim Hurst is ridiculous.
Did you post the review?
I have to review both of those guitars, and there's gonna as soon as we get done this month of July has been a nightmare for trying to do YouTube stuff because I'm touring
Things are happening.
constantly. So
You're out
Finally
with
busy
people.
again.
yeah,
You're out disappointing
yeah,
people 200 at a time.
Live.
yeah. I much prefer disappointing them one at a time on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
In the privacy of their own homes, so people don't see them crying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people don't have to experience firsthand their buyer's remorse,
Disappointment.
their watcher's
Yeah.
remorse.
Yeah,
Or they watch one of my videos and go, "Why? I'll never get this time back."
right. Ring that unsubscribe button.
Yeah. Yeah. Ding that.
Hit that unsubscribe
Yeah.
button and
Di-
ding that dislike bell.
Yeah. Ding that. Ding that. Stick those notifications up your ass, Bill. Nerds.
Lost minds. I got a question from Darren Murray.
Darren Murray.
AJP, do you think Tusk bridge pins give off more volume than ebony pins?
Absolutely. They're denser and more concentrated in the high end,
Yeah.
so they have more volume. Now, ebony is going to be warmer, but at the same time, it's like because it's wood. Any wood, rosewood, ebony, whatever, is going to be like stuffing a sock down the hole. It's soft. It's it's porous.
It's kind of like screwing through a blanket.
Right. So
Yeah.
so Tusk is the most like bone.
Yeah. Man-made,
Man-made.
consistent.
It is consistent.
Yeah.
It does break down, however.
Yeah.
I've had several guitars that I had to have the nuts replaced because I wore the grooves out,
Yeah.
detuning and stuff like that. But the bone's the same.
Yeah.
Bone wears out.
Yeah.
It
But bone
degrades.
bone is great, but it's not completely like consistent like Tusk is. It has soft spots.
Exactly,
And hard spots.
yeah.
Not engineered.
Yeah,
it's not
and
engineered.
Tusk is an engineered,
Yeah.
super hard, super. If you drop a Tusk pin, which we've done on the show,
Yeah.
on the table, it's
Sounds like glass.
yeah, it's so high,
Yeah.
so high, and that means it's super dense
Yeah.
and light.
Yeah.
Right, which you want. See, it means it's pushing the string down in there, and it's just creating this great connection between the string and the bridge plate,
Yeah.
and not interfering.
It's like
with
anything.
It, right?
There's a resonant frequency to everything, and if you imagine the pin as a resonant element, a wooden pin is less dense. It's got more flex to
and
it,
lower down on the
and
graph.
it's lower down in the graph. If you just kind of picture it like that, it'll
Yeah.
all make sense. Whereas,
yeah,
you know,
like a wooden pin is like 125, 250 hertz, right?
yeah, you can actually
And
use them to tune it if
and
you
a
want.
Tusk pin is up
Yeah.
around 6,000.
Yeah,
6K,
6K, yeah, somewhere in there.
Right, so that's the difference in the part of the guitar tone that'll be enhanced by the bridge pin.
I've seen, not often, but I've actually seen people who you think they have mismatched pins, but they actually pin their guitar to affect the tonality of the
Right.
guitar, the response of the
And
guitar.
another interesting concept, which is hard on the guitar, unfortunately, is brass pins.
Yeah,
They work really well. They sound really good. They're very loud and brilliant, but they're
Brass.
super hard on the holes.
yeah.
So there's no give in them.
Our friend
Right, so-
Valdemir uses brass
Yes.
pins.
I've used them. I have several sets laying around here.
Yeah,
And they do work. They're
do.
very nice, but
they're
I
super.
find they damage the hole after a while, right?
Yeah, they're not going to give.
No. And they're vibrating, so
Yeah.
they're beating up against the side of that bridge pin opening all the time, and it's just like after a while the holes your bridge is destroyed.
Yeah, and the bridge plate.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the plate too.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
the normal pins will just fall right out.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the danger of brass. But my Carta Tusk it won't do that. It's got that same density but not the same.
It's not, I don't find it like super duper hard because you can a lot of times with Tusk, the first thing you notice where you need a little tune up is the string impression is set into the Tusk
Yep.
saddle.
Oh yeah.
So when you're popping when you're tuning because you're jumping wraps, right?
Yeah.
And you've got to either take a string or a little dressing file
Yep.
and dress it out. So it's, although we say it's hard, it's not super hard.
No, it definitely wears out, just like bone.
Yeah. And you can put impressions in it.
Probably a little faster than bone in some cases, I would think.
You wore out my bone.
Yeah. Next.
So,
Oh dear.
oh boy.
They weren't.
Uh-oh, mom's not happy back there.
Okay.
I got a question from Caper Away.
Keep it away.
Hey JP, what are your thoughts on a 1 11/16 size nut on an acoustic guitar?
I can't play them. That's an old style nut that was used, 100 years ago, and they still make them. I mean, Martin makes 1 11/16 nuts, but I have gravitated out of that into the 1 3/4 inch nuts because it's just more room.
Yeah.
And I need room.
Yeah.
And that little bit of extra room makes all the difference.
And it's not much room.
No,
But it makes all the difference.
It makes all of the difference. There's certain guitars that I just can't play because there's just not enough width in the fretboard for me to do what I do.
Yeah.
And it's especially damaging below the 5th fret because it's so narrow down there.
Yeah.
Widens out as you get over the 5th, but
I've
still
actually
too narrow.
Had
Right?
some female friends who have had their neck profiled and gone to that smaller size because it fits their hand better and they can it's a playability thing. You with your big meat hooks over there, there's not enough room for you.
It's like a 5-pack of sausages.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's like playing with a bratwurst party over there, right?
But all the great makers.
The meat's gone bad.
You know what's really funny?
What?
Put your hand up.
Yeah.
It's got tiny little hands.
That's
Wow.
how much big your hands are. A
Your
quarter
hands are
inch.
directly behind the microphone.
Yeah,
You got like Donald Trump hands.
yeah.
over there,
I
too.
do. I got Trump hands.
Yeah. Of course, they're a little
Little raccoon
girthier
fingers.
they're a little girthier. than
Not really. They're both the same as yours. People look at my body, think my hands were the size of my body. I could one hand pick up a fucking bowling ball, throw it across the room, without the holes. Just pick it up. My hands are not very big, and so the thing about it is that all the great builders now have all gone to 3/4.
3/4. Yeah.
Yep.
1 3/4.
They just don't do 11/16 anymore because it really is, and it also affects the whole playability of the guitar, right?
Yep.
What happened?
Jesus H, get her under control, would you?
So yeah, it does. It affects everything. I think it affects the sound of the instrument, the way, because you can't attack the same way on that narrow profile as you could with enough room to do so.
Yeah.
So it affects things. It affects things like the amount of vibrato you can put on a string by stretching it
pull,
back and
yeah.
forth.
Before you're knocking into the other
Right,
string.
exactly, and how your hand is positioned to cover 2 strings at once,
Yep.
and whether or not the tone is good on that. You'd think it's easier on a narrow profile, but it's not. It's worse because if you cover 2 strings at once down there below the 5th fret, often you're touching another string as well you don't want to touch, which may need to be open for that lick, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a cluster of problems. If you're, I just can't do it. I used to play. I would get stuck on Martins, and the old Gibsons all had the narrow necks and stuff like that. I was just like, man, I can't get around these things the way I want to, right? So yeah, all of my instruments are the wider version.
Super chat from Jasper North.
Hey, Jasper.
What do you think of Mac McNally? Do you know him?
Who?
The guy he recommended you do a cover, Mac McNally.
Oh,
I don't know who that is.
I'll have to listen.
Yeah, I'll
We
have
got to do some
find
homework,
him.
Jasper.
I'll have to find him. Rand McNally, what was it?
Mac.
Was he right at Atlas?
Ginger didn't
What's
get
the
it.
song called? All
Rand
around,
did
McNally.
not
No,
get
I
Around the World?
did. Don't you worry.
Don't you lie
Using my
back
Bible
there.
for a Roadmap by Rand McNally.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, using my Bible for a roadmap. Children of Israel used it too.
Sing it.
Did that song for a bunch of times, I'll tell you.
Don't upset Mom.
Rand McNally.
Don't upset
Good
Mom.
old Rand. Boy, he could write
Good
a
old
song.
Billy Rand Graham.
Old Rand and write a song, boy.
Billy Rand Graham, Joe
Knock your
Gasoline.
fucking teeth right out. Rand McNally. Next.
All All right.
A super chat from Flatpick Nation.
Hey.
Oh, Patrick.
Mr.
Patrick
Tallcock.
Tallcock, yeah.
He says, lovely intro. Miss you, JP and Ginger. Jake, you rock.
Oh, man.
I'm right friggin' here.
Good words from the guitar man over in
And
Sweden.
fuck you, Chris. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I added that one to.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Gonna
Of
say,
course.
Patrick,
It was
Yeah.
implied by your omission in the comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was implied.
It was an implied insult.
Swedish meatball.
Next.
Super chat from Cam McMaster.
Cam Disaster Clammy.
Hey, Clam.
Any long-term
Time for
thoughts?
a catheter change or what?
Jesus Christ. Too soon, maybe?
Okay, too soon. Never
Stuck
too
in your
soon.
bedpan.
Too soon. We're going too soon.
It's never too soon.
Donald Trump come and visit you.
Too soon? Any long-term thoughts on the D'Addario XS strings? Mine are going on 2 months and still sound great. Have we found the next constant?
They're amazing. They're the best string that I've used up to date. Yep. You get those, and after that you get elixirs, and everything else is crap. All of it's fucking crap. Is it crap? Crap. It's crap. Yeah.
I'm good, man.
They're thick as a McGregor.
McGregor. The crap. The crap. All of it crap. You get elixir, you get excess.
Yeah.
Everything else is crap. Okay, next.
A super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
Tabernacle.
Stephen Becker.
How's the battery level on the iPad holding out there?
Yeah.
He's got that thing precariously, like,
Yeah.
on
Oh,
a board
tub. Yeah.
across the tub.
He probably has one of those
Really?
sex toy control apps on it too. Is why he's using it.
No, he's got that wired into his Nintendo thing control.
Yeah, he's got his joystick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his. Yeah.
It's voice
Okay,
control.
moving on.
Grey Lady down.
Really? G.I. Joe is going into the dark cave. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway,
Oh dear.
what's he saying? What are you saying, Sudsy?
He says, Bone is great, but has soft spots. Chris is just repeating what he's heard.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, I heard your wife told me your bone had some soft spots. Wow, that took a turn, didn't it?
Well,
Did you see that coming?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god.
Oh wow.
That might have been the most personal insult on the whole show in 150
Yeah.
weeks.
I
We
love
can
it.
we can hug it out next week there.
Yeah, Baker.
Yeah. Just pay attention. You might learn something.
Keep that bone put away.
Yeah, we're not interested in your bone.
Yeah.
Connects.
I think you and Jake should play a little tune.
Okay, I agree.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna jump out of the shot.
Are you gonna?
Yeah. To give you guys some room.
Oh, that killed the YouTube world right now.
Did you hit the microphone?
Jump up there.
What are we doing there, young man? You pick. You choose this one.
Do you want to play?
You're not really in the shot there, Jake.
Goodbye, Eliza Jane.
Oh, Jake. Put it in there, Jake.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Sure.
remember.
I've never heard that before. Yeah.
If I can remember, go for it.
Yeah. Just do one in.
Sonny boy.
Yeah, buddy.
That's how that goes.
Yeah, that's good.
Make no mistake.
Those two guitars together sound like a harmony you can only get with siblings.
That's right.
You think?
Yeah,
Cousins.
man.
Right?
I think so. Must have been the same tree. I don't know.
Probably.
Well, same bracing.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Well
awesome,
done, buddy.
guys.
You too. That's fun.
You don't suck too bad.
Yeah. I've been taking lessons, so if
Yeah.
I suck, it's his fault.
What happened here
Where?
What happened where?
with
shrunk.
this Kaiser?
It's a banjo Kaiser.
Oh,
The trunk.
It's for a banjo.
You got put in the dryer.
yeah.
We didn't do
long.
Capo Corner
I know we didn't.
because there wasn't really anything.
There's not
so
nothing's
many.
happening. It's
Well,
summer.
it's not that. It's that there's so much to be done on the channel with reviews and stuff.
We'll
so.
just do a whole Capo Corner. Just
Yeah.
one show of
We'll
nothing
have
but
to do
Capo
it like
Corner.
a whole other hour of Capo Corner.
Mm.
Yeah.
You just be a series of shorts.
I love your playing.
Oh, I love yours, man.
I love your playing. I
Did
do.
you get a room for fuck's sake?
Shut up, Chris.
Would you? Yeah. You can turn the camera off and have a moment.
A moment.
I'll just play the test pattern.
Yeah. Connect.
Yeah, didn't take long.
I got a super chat from Jamie Reed.
Jamie Reed.
Hey, Jamie.
Any stories from the tour? With you and Dave, there's gotta be. And what about you, Chris? What'd you get up to? Hope everything's good.
Tour.
You and Dave went out and made the donuts, and that's about it.
You did
Yeah.
a few PEI,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were up at Breton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're in the
I
States.
don't remember much about it actually.
Don't remember much.
It's just like you said.
It was all business from
Yeah, it's
when
just
you checked in.
yeah.
What about the one in Ontario, the festival?
Oh, that was amazing. But that's sort of a thing for Life of Music. I'm going to start doing those again
Oh yeah.
because there's a lot of things that are coming up that fit that show, and people are still asking me to do it. So I'm probably going to start doing it again.
It's a special cocktail. I know, right? Are you enjoying that right now?
I'm enjoying this right now.
It's a tropical extravaganza.
It's like Barbados has moved into my mouth.
It's warm and sunny right down your pipes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
You're making Jake uncomfortable.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it's cock or tail. What does it taste like?
Get it into you, boy.
That's good.
Yeah, I know it is.
I don't
Thanks.
care what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's enjoying it right
Yeah, it's
now,
like there's a party in your mouth and everyone's invited.
except you. Because you're an arsehole. Next.
We've got a highlighted tat from TJ Garrison.
TJ Garrison. That name I know. Mm-hmm. Hasn't
He's been a
for
member
while.
for 5 months.
Yeah.
Wicked man. Good to have you back.
I got the 430018 back from the luthier. He cut down the saddle, but suggested having one saddle for the summer and one for the winter in Tennessee. Thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Your humidity changes so much.
Yep. Absolutely. And,
Yeah.
and because the guitar has no truss,
Yeah.
that is how you fix the problem. You put a high saddle in the summer when it falls, or in the winter when it falls,
Yeah.
and a low saddle in the summer when it swells up with the humidity.
Yeah.
That's what Doc Watson did to all his Gallaghers. That's what Tony Rice did. That's what
They're alive, right? And
they're
gonna
alive,
change.
and they're going to keep moving. They move less and less.
Yeah.
So, like every 5 years, you'll have to go get 2 new saddles cut
Yeah.
because the difference will become less and less over time, right? Over years. But that's exactly how it's done. So another reason, yet, say it again, it's another reason to use K&K.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing under your saddle to
To
fool
get in the
around
way.
with.
No.
You can change that saddle, not affect a
Yeah.
damn thing about the plug-in
And we
sound.
have struggled with that over the
We
years.
have, yep.
Yeah.
And that 18 would sound incredible plugged in with a K&K. It would just be unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so not damaging to the guitar. There's
Yeah.
no damage to the instrument whatsoever. You put an end jack in it, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no.
You're
holes.
making the strap button hole a
Yeah.
little bigger to get the
not even
pin jack
yeah,
in.
like hardly anything. Yeah. So that's it.
That's cool.
It is.
That
It's
is cool. That's
I'd
good to hear.
I'd like to see that guitar someday.
Yeah.
Be something else to see.
We got a super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
Sudsy, how's it going?
He said, "Here's a big one for Chris jumping out of the shot."
Well, Ginger was trying to show me your dumb super chat, you moron. Man, I'm throwing you in the piss ditch next
Welcome-
week up
hey,
in
Right in the
Kansas.
piss.
Welcome to String Theory, where our best fans are abused every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love us? Well, screw you.
Yeah.
I'm JP Cormier.
I can't wait to see Sudsy. I
I
got to tell you, I can't wait to see it.
I saw him in April, and
I
I
know.
can't wait to see him.
Yeah.
You've never seen him.
I know, I've never seen it. Well,
I
I've
keep
seen it
forgetting
plenty
that.
on my phone and everything, but I
Yeah.
can't wait to
It's
give
not
him a,
like actually being in the
Right.
room with his
I can't wait to give you a great big friggin' bear hug and squeeze the
nothing
life
like
right out of
being
you.
in the room with his 4 foot of
Yeah.
grand,
Yeah.
4 foot
What?
tall.
I can't wait
What?
until
Wide?
No, tall.
I can't wait until
He's a
Miles
wee man.
and Sue
Oh,
start
okay, yeah,
shoving
yeah.
meat
Yes.
down his throat. He doesn't know what's up in for him.
Yeah, actually, he doesn't.
I think he does. We briefed him thoroughly.
Well,
Yeah, he does like meat because he ate a steak with me in Oklahoma that would choke a camel.
yeah.
He did. It was ridiculous how
Yeah.
big that steak was. Baker.
Wait till Miles gets a hold of him and
I'm
straightens
only
him
kidding.
out.
I'm only kidding. He's not 4 feet tall. He's 4'1". But it's anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrub those bunions.
Yeah, get
Yourself all in shape
Get
there,
your little
Sudsy.
curly-toed shoes and
Yeah.
your pointy hat on, you bastard.
Yeah.
Next,
I get a highlighted chat from Tim Bennett.
Tim Bennett. Where's he at? Home or away?
I think he's home now.
Love you, Timmy. Tim.
He's been
So
a member
Tim
for 2 years.
He's been with us for 2 years since the very beginning, and he used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning in India to watch us.
No
Yeah.
way.
Oh yeah.
That is cool.
Not a
man.
word of a lie.
Crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Tim. That's awesome.
We're still in
man.
29 countries too.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. 29 nations. We're
More
watching.
people watch us from non-Canada.
Yeah.
I believe that because they all know us here.
Canadians think we're crap, but the rest of the world, we're golden.
They're slowly learning.
Okay, next.
Well, can I read his comment?
No, screw him. Sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Welcome to the String Theory
Yeah.
Abuse Hour.
hey, kids!
Yeah, Tim, go ahead.
You
Yeah.
got all this pent up abuse from the last 3 weeks. Great to meet you and Tadamagush. Excellent show.
Talk to the audience. That's always death.
Okay, go, Ginger, go. Do
Okay,
it.
go ahead. Sorry.
Great to meet you, Tadamagush. Excellent show. Gutting needs a guitar that starts at the 9th fret.
Oh, Jesus, thanks.
Spit all over him.
Good music guitar that starts at the ninth. Bring me a piece of paper towel.
Yeah,
would
I'm
you?
gonna... I can't wait. It's a minute. I gotta take a shower.
That's awesome.
Cunning's low pass filter starts at 13K.
Right in my eyeball, over my glasses.
Sorry. I didn't expect that from Tim. He's normally pretty serious.
Holy fuck,
Holy
boys.
crap.
That was a good one.
I gotta daub that off
Yeah,
there.
it's a long time since Chris spit anything out in here. Once he gets liquor in that mouth, it's locked down pretty hard.
Yeah. Liquor. Getting even newer.
Yeah, you water, you liquor. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Holy shit.
You recovered?
That hurt.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Just read that comment about gunning again, because that was good.
Starts at the 9th fret. I love spit takes when they're real. When somebody spews, I'm laughing like that. That's the funniest thing in the world
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
We got a question from Eli Patrick Music.
Eli Patrick Music, all the way down to Kentucky.
How are you doing, buddy?
Hey everybody, I've recently taken up the fiddle.
Oh boy.
I'm having all sorts of trouble getting used to the bow. What would you recommend that I do in order to get better with this?
Well, fiddles make great kindling. And
Good start.
Yeah.
there is no way, Eli. The violin is the hardest instrument to learn how to play of any instrument.
Yep, I would agree.
There's no instrument that even comes close to it because it's so unnatural. To have your left hand twisted over backwards like this and thinking as a plectrum player and trying to do pick strokes with this long stick that has to remain at this constant angle on the strings, right? It's just, it's a nightmare. So there's no...
Very encouraging from an instructor.
Well, but it's true. So the only thing I would tell you is to tell every beginner fiddler is that in order to get used to the bow, you have to just sit there with no hands on the strings and start with the G string and play a whole downstroke of G without changing the bow angle and a whole upstroke of G. You do that on every string, and then you go G and D together all the way down, all the way up without changing angle. The middle two strings, same thing. You do that until you puke. And
It's all motor memory then.
yeah, but the problem with the type of motor memory required for violin
Is that muscle.
it's all your whole arm and your whole posture about how this happens.
Right.
There's a million muscles here. When you're playing a guitar, you're just basically dealing with your hand and four fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this thing is the whole right side of your body. You're trying to teach it.
Yep.
To maintain a constant
Yeah,
angle.
and this is hugely more difficult.
Yeah.
There's so many things involved.
Your
right?
knob right there is like obscene.
Yeah, it's
and
from-
that's the
it's
fiddle.
picking.
Well, it's from playing the guitar mostly, but the
think?
fiddle don't hurt. Like haven't because I play from there in the violin too, right? That's where all the power
Yeah.
comes from, the top of the arm.
Right.
So like that's
But that's like an arm goiter right there.
yeah,
that muscle.
it's huge. Guitar players get them, but I mean, that's the only thing I can tell you. Like I know you can do it. You can play anything else.
Yeah.
And you can do that. It's just really, really hard.
It's repetition.
It's repetition until you are so tired of even hearing yourself play you don't want to play anymore. And then the next day you go, bam, I better practice again. And that's how you do it. You play till you make yourself sick of yourself every day. And then you'll learn. Your body will start to go, okay, this is how it goes.
You start to feel natural then.
Right.
Once you're throwing up.
And your bow grip is important too, right?
Jackie's over there having
You can have a good grip. If you're playing Southern style, there's a number of grips you can use. You can hold the frog, like Mark O'Connor does, the thumb underneath the frog. You can hold it classically, or you can hold it semi-classically, like I do, with one or two fingers. There's so many variables. That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And all these variables, none of them are incorrect, unless you're playing Bach, Paganini.
but
You
they're
have
all-
to do.
They're all an accident waiting to happen.
They're all an
right?
accident, or they're all a happy accident,
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
You might stumble onto some way of doing things. It's not probable, but you may.
Didn't Mark O'Connor have a weird style?
Yeah,
Bit
he
of a
plays
weird
with
style?
he holds the frog like they do in Texas.
Right.
He doesn't hold the stick. He holds because the bow is
Holds the
longer
wood.
that way. Yeah, the
Yeah.
frog, the end,
Yeah.
the block at the end
Yeah.
holds the hair.
So he gets the full,
The whole length of the bow, right?
Of the whole thing. Yeah.
If you're holding the wrap,
yeah.
the bow is 4 inches shorter.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah, I never even thought
So
about
that's
that.
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why the great Southern fiddlers held the frog. They had all of the bow,
Yeah.
Yep.
right from the metal right to the tip, right?
And you see the mountain guys that put the tail
Yeah.
on their
Yeah.
thigh
And-
and have the neck
Yeah,
up here
and play it
and
like
it's
this.
just sawing at it.
or down there,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
hold way high
Yeah.
and use about that much bow.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's a stylistic thing too,
It is.
like a local influence.
Yeah.
You know why
Right.
they used to do that?
No.
Well, it's not the only reason, but one of the main reasons they used to do that is because they used to tune violins A-E-A-E.
Right.
So the fiddler would hold the fiddle down here and play a tune on the A and the E string, the high ones,
The
right?
high. Yeah.
And a guy with either knitting needles or heavy straw would sit beside him over there and play rhythm on the top, on the bass
Two
strings
strings.
No
with the
way.
needles.
Like a-
with needles, right?
Sort of like a
Knitting
hammer
needles,
on.
yeah, like a
hammer
dulcimer.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a
Okay.
dulcimer, just a
Yeah.
rhythm on those two, so it would be a drone. So you'd have one guy hitting a percussive drone on the bass strings.
I've
while
never ever heard of that.
I've seen it. It's deadly. That's how they accompanied fiddlers 200 years ago.
That's scary.
It's amazing to see it done.
That's pretty cool.
It sounds like a dulcimer playing with the fiddler.
On the
But
open string.
but he's like playing fretless hammer-ons.
Yeah, and he's only playing two notes. 'Cause
Right.
He's not fretting them. He's just
Yeah.
playing the A and the
Yeah.
E together, bass, right?
Yep.
So he's playing. So while the guy is, I've torn that capo off there 3 times.
You
So
have
while
to
the guy is playing anything, right?
Yeah.
The other guy's going,
Yeah.
playing those fists together.
Drum
Yeah.
strings. Huh.
With a set of knitting needles?
Knitting needles or straw, like heavy grass, straw, rye straw.
I'm going to have to go and look at that.
It's deadly. It's one
That
of the
makes
most...
sense the way they play it there.
Yeah, so that's why the fiddle was held so low, so
Yeah.
the other guy could get at it
On the back side of
and
it.
sit beside him, right? Because if it was up here, if it was up here, he'd have to stand up,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to do that. Two men sitting together, so he'd hold it down there, and the other guy ding 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 ding. The other fellow would be playing the tunes on the little strings.
The
right?
fiddle's got to be one of the most regionally influenced instruments. Right?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not even. It's so crazy. It's like dialects,
And people don't
right?
realize
It's like languages,
Right. People don't realize, like down in the northeastern United States through Appalachia, there's got to be like 100 dialects on the fiddle.
Oh yeah,
Right?
at least.
Yeah.
There's French, there's Scottish, there's Irish, there's English, there's the First Nations people. There's all this influence. Even African came into it. You know, when the slaves came, they played fiddle and banjo and all these things, like, and percussion, and like all these ideas were all encapsulated in the fiddle, because it was the most portable instrument of the time.
Right.
The only thing more portable was a Jew's harp, right? Or a juice harp. They used to call it a
Jew's harp.
The Jew's harp was they used to call it that because, well, it's offensive today, but it was cheap, right? So they called it, but it
was offensive then too.
Yeah, it's offensive then too, but
Thanks, Mom.
yeah, but I've even seen packaging with it on there, right?
Yeah.
So a juice harp, because you spit so bad from using it,
Right.
you drooling trying to play one, right? So that was how people played fiddle tunes.
Yeah.
And so the fiddle became the next thing up. That was, you could put it in a gunny sack and take it anywhere.
Right.
And then when Martin came out with guitars and Gibson came out with guitars, they were like, "Ooh, that's also portable. Not quite as portable, but pretty portable, right?"
Yeah.
So they took over from pump organs and pianos, backing up fiddles, the guitar players,
Little lap
and
pump
little
organs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Which the technology back then to do that.
we don't even have it now.
No, we don't have it. Right. They're
Yeah,
gone.
We don't have it.
Yeah.
It's gone. And so that influenced in every single way in every community the way the fiddler played in that community.
Yeah.
Who his backup was, what his ethnicity was, who the family was married into, who they were, what kind of music they played, what kind of language they spoke.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy how much language and
Came
ethnicity
through that instrument.
came through fiddle, right? Because you can tell, even up here at home, right? You go to Cape Breton, you can tell whether somebody is French, Scottish, Mi'kmaq,
Cajun.
or English.
Yeah.
Cajun, right?
Yeah.
It's like a language.
Yeah.
My Uncle Joe, right? Everybody loved Joe, but they all said he was the greatest French player of Cape Breton fiddle music, of Scottish Celtic music, right?
Yeah. Greatest French
The
player.
greatest French player, right?
Of-
Because you could tell he was
Acadian,
French. Yeah.
Acadian player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you look, and then Winston Fitzgerald,
Yeah. Winston
who was
Scotty.
not a Scot at all. He was Irish.
Yeah. But
He was-
Winston Scotty.
Exactly.
Fitzgerald, right?
You know how he got that name? He went to play the Antigonish Highland Games
Yeah.
in 1947 or 46, just after they got out of the army together, him and Eswood. And it was so cliquish back then there that when he pulled up to the gate, they didn't know who he was.
Right.
And the guy from the radio station said, "I've got Winston Fitzgerald here to play some fiddle tunes." And they said, "Fitzgerald? There's no Irishman coming in here by." And it's like, they wouldn't let him in because he had an Irish name. That's how bad it was. And the radio guy goes, "Oh yeah, but we call him Scotty. Scotty Fitzgerald. Oh yeah, that's Scotty. He's not Irish." And it stuck. And they introduced him as Scotty Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And when he made his first records for Celtic label,
Yeah.
it was Winston
Winston
Scotty
Scotty.
in
quotes.
quotates.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it stayed his entire life. They called him Scotty.
Yeah.
That's why he got the name.
The-
So this is a good continuation of what we're saying.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to be allowed to play in there because his last name was wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was the greatest fiddler that ever lived, and they weren't going to let him in there.
Yeah.
So that's how unbelievably influenced the fiddle is by who's holding it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody puts their own spin on it.
Yeah.
There's no two fiddlers alike.
I don't, and there's no instrument that you can that rivals the diversity of style of playing. Like guitar can't rival the diversity of playing that you can find in the fiddle.
It can't. It's the most expressive instrument.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it's
'Cause
the
it's-
most like a human voice.
Yeah,
That's why,
like
yep.
it's cadence, it's syncopation, it's tone.
Yep.
It like there's so many variables in that,
Yep.
right? Even our own fiddle players from Cape Breton here.
Yeah.
You take Ashley and Natalie, they have totally different
Totally
styles.
different.
Richard Wood from PEI, totally different again, right?
Yeah.
And they're all like world class, top notch players,
Yep.
right? Dwayne Cote, right? Boom again, like
he's a god. That
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
That's like sitting right in front of Winston and watching Dwayne Cote
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's odd too. Another interesting thing about the fiddle is that the great masters of violin, right, like that, of any style, I think, and because I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
And there was a time when I could do it years ago. Can't do it anymore. But it didn't matter what violin they played, they sounded identical.
Right.
They could take the worst fiddle in the room
And make it sound great.
and make it sound
Yeah.
just like their fiddle.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play that Boucher, and if somebody handed me
You,
$100,
you can't do. You
I can't make a $100 Sears guitar sound like that Boucher.
Right.
But I've seen Jerry Holland
do it.
to put his Stainer down, and somebody say, "Try this fiddle," and it's
Yeah.
a piece
Boom.
of shit. You can tell it is.
Yeah.
And he hits a couple notes on it. It's like, oh, this is going to be bad. And then he starts playing it. It's like, holy crap!
And the
He's forcing it. The tone is just it's coming out of him, not the instrument. Right.
and that's like I just had a flood. Like Natalie,
Yeah.
totally different again. John Morris,
Oh yeah.
Howie.
Yeah.
right? John Morris and Howie together
Yeah.
is a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Like
And how many of these greats that we all copied? Like I was a Winston clone. Jerry
Yeah.
was a Winston clone. Howie was a Jerry clone.
right.
You know what I mean? The
So
generation.
the influences are piling on top of each other
Yeah.
into something that's unique.
And each one that comes along
Yeah.
puts their own stamp on it.
Yeah.
So I copied Winston, but I also copied Kenny Baker and Mark O'Connor and the American
Yeah.
players, and all of that came into my Celtic playing, right?
Right, because your influences were diverse and piled up into what
I am.
what you are.
And what every fiddler is.
Yeah.
So there you go, Eli.
Great, good one, Eli.
Very good question, and I think and Ginger's making fun of me for being off the top, not giving you any good news, but I think we just gave you a bunch of good news. That the fiddle's very worthwhile to put the work in and do it.
And
Would you
you
say?
know, if Eli does that, people will take. There will be an Eli influence.
Yeah, there would be,
Yeah,
because he can put some smoke on it. Buddy.
he's got some damn on him.
You know about Eli?
Not yet.
He's like 18 years old,
Uh-oh.
and he's a monster.
Yeah.
Everything: banjo, guitar, mandolin. Now he's playing the fiddle. He's a wicked guitar player.
Yeah.
Man,
Jerry Reed, bluegrass, like whatever you want.
cool.
He's just a young man.
He's like a
killer.
Southern Judd Gunning.
Yeah. Yeah. He uses all the frets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
With all the friends.
Unlike his dad.
Yeah. Nine fret gunning. Okay, next.
I got a super chat from Michael Easter.
Michael
Hey,
Easter.
Michael.
When did y'all meet Jake? What is Skinny Hendrix?
Skinny.
That's his nickname, Skinny Hendrix.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah. I met Jake at the 12th fret, I don't know, 3 years ago? 4 years ago.
Yeah, something.
At least
Something like
4.
that. You were 18 or 19.
Yeah.
That was pretty young.
You're still
Yeah.
17
It's
now.
underage.
That's right. You were
Yeah.
underage, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I found him. And his father videotaped us playing together, and I've
I
been
think there's a
trying.
video on YouTube of it,
I've
actually.
been trying to.
I think so. Yeah.
Been trying to show him to the world ever since.
Did I hear that you put an application in to be part of the neighborhood or something?
I did. Yes.
Yeah, it's pending. It's pending.
It's pending.
It's pending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pending approval.
You know you're going to have to go get some sign-offs, right?
Yeah. I'm
Go
so
door to
young. I
door.
need my parents' note
Yeah.
to even
Yeah.
leave the house.
I
so-
don't believe
I don't-
that.
yeah.
I don't think that's doing you any favors.
The
over there.
streetlights are actually coming on. I probably have to go take a bath.
There's no streetlights out there. There's no streetlights out there.
Put your skateboard away and go take it back.
That's right.
Okay, next.
Oh, dear.
Next.
Super chat from Mark Smith.
Mark Smith.
Hey, Mark.
Recently picked up a 32-year-old KRE DY74. all I can say is kaboom.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
This thing is a Ken, and
Kaboom!
thanks again, JP, for opening my eyes to
Yeah.
fantastic guitars that don't break the bank.
Yeah. They're unbelievable. I can't say enough about them. And yeah, there's going to be more from them. I think this fall when the the mandates and some design stuff all changes over for next year, there's going to be new things from them. And I put up, as you might know, if you go to Alvarez Yeri, there's an Alvarez All-Star program, and we're doing videos for that program. And there's a whole bunch of us all over the world that do them. So keep your eye out for that. So, yeah.
Next.
Oh dear.
Come on, eh?
Super chat from Mike Clemens.
Mike.
How's your cane working for you, JP? Hope you liked your pendant, Ginger. Cheers from English Beach.
My cane, I just had it out.
You just brought it with you, yeah?
Yeah, I just took it to Boston with me. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
It's beautiful.
It's the most beautiful thing I ever saw. And Ginger got her pendant for Christmas. I had hidden it all that
Okay.
time.
Sweet.
Yeah. Beautiful. Handmade. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
English
It's in my car
Beach.
right now. Yeah. Love you, brother. Thank you.
I was
You're
chasing
bringing it to Camp
lobsters.
Shore, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to bring... I probably am. Yeah,
Is he going to be at Camp Shore?
I think so. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. He might be going to... anyhow, I'm going to see him. I know I will again.
Yeah.
This year somewhere. Either if it's Celtic Colors or something. He's going to be at... Sure, we saw him last time. The Christmas tour with me and Dave. Yeah. To next.
Super chat from Ted Whitmore.
Ted Whitmore.
Shout out to Cam.
Clam.
Clam.
Cheers, Clam.
Cheers to Cam. Cheers. How does one know they are ready to gig? And thanks for all the encouragement to screw up.
You don't. You just do it.
Wow, yeah.
Those who have the balls.
Oh,
Well,
God.
That's a tough one.
you're ready to gig when you can put together a set of 20 numbers where you're not going to put anybody to sleep.
Well, that knocks out 80% of the people I've ever seen.
Yeah. and that might sound harsh, but it's true. Like, a lot of people gig who shouldn't be gigging.
Yeah.
They're not ready to gig. The chops aren't high enough. The material's not well thought out. It's not an entertaining show.
Yeah.
So you need 20 sides. You can do 2 50-minute sets easily, right? Or 3 if you spread it out. Where where you're satisfied that everything that you're doing is on par enough to keep everybody's attention.
I don't
right?
agree with you because nobody would ever do it. Because I've seen so many people that aren't ready to gig, but like I'm willing to say you're not ready to gig, but I'm glad you gigged and you're building the confidence.
I don't think you should rehearse on stage.
Well, there's
But it's got to
a
start.
certain level of gig
It's
that's
got to
good for
start
practice.
somewhere, right? Like, how do you define a gig? That maybe that's the problem is that we're
Yeah,
not talking about the
that's
same
that's
thing.
probably
'Cause-
we are talking about not talking about the same thing.
Like
Yeah.
small pubs or
Yeah. We're not answering the same question.
$100 gig. $100 gig.
Anybody can gig those gigs.
I love hearing people that aren't gig ready, like show ready,
Yeah.
playing with other people
That's
and
fine.
learning influences and stuff. But that
But if you're
how do we define a gig?
I'm
That's
talking
the
about-
hard spot,
I'm talking about people that are going to compete in my market.
right? But you're not in
right.
in most
Yeah.
people's market.
Well, there's all
brother.
kinds of us. My market is huge, and there's people trying to get into it every day, and I think that most of them are not ready to get into it, and they're doing a disservice to themselves because they jump in, like you're saying. Okay, gonna jump into this thing. I'm not really ready to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Take the money, and I'm gonna do things that 5 years from now I wish I hadn't done in front of somebody.
But how are we defining the gig then? Playing for money?
Big money, like money, professional money.
Yeah, but,
change your
right.
answer to answer the question of like little money,
yeah,
like openers or
Yeah.
like small
Well,
pubs or like
well,
outdoor.
like
Well,
a tweener. Think like a tweener.
Well, stuff like that, you that's where you do practice on
yeah,
stage.
it is
right.
But that's the thing you do, right?
Yeah, that's
and
what you
hopefully
do.
you catch somebody's eye where they go,
Yeah,
okay, I see some magic here.
But
This
it takes
is a diamond in the rough.
it just takes a tremendous amount of work.
Yeah, but it
To
takes
have-
guts too.
To have something that you can present with confidence to any audience.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't just an audience that you know or you feel safe in front of. To present to 100 strangers that you don't know what they think, you don't know what kind of music they like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
Takes-
takes an awful
it
lot of
takes
failed
prep-
attempts, though.
It
Doesn't
takes
It
preparation.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should be really diligent about being ready for that. It's even if you're going in there for $50, don't go on stage and take a shit in front of the audience. You go in there to do something, right? So take it seriously.
Yeah.
It isn't a game. You don't go out there and blather through.
Man,
and
you're
make
scary.
Yeah, but it's
You're
true.
scaring me right now.
I want people to take it seriously because what you said earlier is true. There's people out there that aren't playing that should be. You know what I mean?
Right.
And because they went out perhaps and got booed or they failed to themselves somehow because they weren't prepared. And they feel bad now and they're like, fuck, I'm not doing that again.
But see, there's
But they
other
should.
people.
They should go back and
There's
do it
other
again.
people that won't be ready unless they get with their mentors or they
Yes.
have the opportunity to sit in the background with their mentors and kind of ease into that slot. They're not ready. They're way in the back. But I'll
That's
never play live in front of anybody except like you or
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Right? Like just noodling around in here. I'm never getting on a stage. I don't care.
It's incredibly important.
But it is important for people to like be encouraged to try.
I'm not saying
in any
don't try.
situation,
I'm not
yeah.
saying don't try.
I think the gig. What defines the gig is
what I'm saying is, it's a craft.
it definitely
Whether
is.
you're playing for $50 in the street or
Yeah.
$10,000 in a theater, it's a craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're good enough to think you can go in front of an audience and do it, treat it seriously, because it's important to you, your self-esteem, your
craft.
your craft.
Yeah.
So don't go out and play gigs if you're like, well, I can kind of get through these songs. No, don't do that. Because if you are serious about gigging and getting paid money to gig, that's how it starts. You put something together that's real solid and you go do it. Nobody knows who you are. Somebody sees you and goes, I'd like you to do this or that. Or you get invited to play with somebody else who is doing well. It's just like you just said. That's how I started. I started out by getting invited on stage by guys 40 years older than me.
Yeah.
And I sucked because I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And I felt like shit and I got rejected.
But that was a gig,
It was a gig.
right?
But it's still, that was the last time it happened.
Yeah. I mean,
Once.
I've worked with.
After that,
Right.
I went no more. I'm not ever going to go on there until I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to have this one thing prepared.
Yeah.
And I made sure that I didn't get into a situation where I had to perform more time than I had ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was clever about it, right?
It's a really hard one. I mean, I've worked with bands that weren't ready to do the caliber of gig they were doing.
Bands are a different story.
Yeah.
Because bands can hide behind
It's an
each
ensemble, right?
Yeah.
But like I've worked with them, and
So,
and like 2 years later, when they're molded a little bit, and when they've practiced and they've got the routine down,
Yeah.
they're killer bands.
I've seen
right?
bands where each individual performer was just utter shit, and the four of them together was magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just these four perfect components that completely benefited and made each other shine.
The sum was greater than the parts.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
take them one by themselves, and it's
Yeah.
like, this guy's not that good.
Yeah.
But he's just...
Or you have a band where the parts are good except one part, and the one part is holding the band back.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other
That's
story.
a personality problem.
What,
not
personnel
a craft
problem, yeah.
No, personality. Because somebody in the band's not willing to go, hey, buddy, you suck. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Let's find a new bass player or whatever, right?
You
It's
didn't have to,
personnel.
you didn't have to say it on YouTube, man.
I'll say whatever I want.
You didn't have to oat me like that.
Anyhow, long story
That's
short,
a good question.
Short-
everybody should try to get on stage, but
Yeah.
take it seriously.
Yeah.
Because you never know where it's going to lead.
Yeah.
And also, there's only one secret to success as a musician. It's only one secret. and nobody seems to know this. The only thing you have to
definition of
learn,
secret,
the
isn't it?
only thing you have to learn ever in the music business to be successful on any level, is how to accept rejection. That's
Humility.
Yeah.
Humility.
Because you're going to get rejected 870,000 times before somebody says yes. And if you can't take all of that, stay the hell home. Because that's the way it works. The business is horrible, and people are horrible.
It's called folk. It's called folk music.
It's called any music.
Yeah. Well,
Rejection
any
after
music is
rejection.
folk music.
And you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to look at people that reject you and go, okay, fine, you didn't like it. Great, good. Learn what you can from it, but also maybe you're just doing something that's over their heads.
Yeah.
So don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't give up on yourself because you get rejected.
Yeah.
Think about, okay, maybe this needs improvement, but maybe what I'm doing is just they ain't ready for this yet.
Or
I
they
should cultivate this part of it because they don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how genius
Look
happens,
at Dave
right?
Gunning.
Yeah. Like he got rejected
Millions
pretty
of
well out
times.
of the womb.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Like he was left by the side of the road in a soda's bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
He went to school wearing a burlap sack.
Yeah.
I mean, like
There's a whole song about
Both
it.
and
ways.
there was still a pig
Uphill
in it.
both ways.
Still a pig in it.
I mean, he never knew there was more than like the
He
top
never
3 frets.
No, because he couldn't see that far. He's
Yeah.
cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Next.
It is Delvin Lucas's birthday today,
Sweet.
Nice.
so a little happy birthday to him.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
to you.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday to
Delvin.
Me.
Good. We got a super chat from Flatpick Nation.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
It's a challenge for JP and Jake.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Both try a solo for Salty Dog. I dare you.
Bring it. Do it.
Yeah. What key?
G.
Cool.
G
Slide in.
Forgiver.
I'm out of here.
I don't remember how it goes.
Well,
Make JP go first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there, buddy.
Good answer.
So, just that over and over again.
Oh yeah. Good.
Ready?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
So kiss my ass, Patrick.
He says,
Yeah.
first time I've heard a good solo for that tune.
Yeah.
Love you, brother.
That's awesome.
Oh, all right. Next.
Oh, please.
We get the last of the super chats here. We're
sir.
over time here, boys.
Not overtime. This
Oh, is that the first time you've looked at the clock?
It is.
well, you
too
know,
much
we're
time.
3 weeks late, so you know there's lots to make up for.
It doesn't work that way.
We got a super chat from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
He says, excellent first hour. Cable corner perhaps in the second hour?
What's on Cable Corner? Big week next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Camp Meet. The
Camp
annual
Meet.
Camp Meet swimming upstream.
Swimming upstream.
Yeah.
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 Next.
Someone's in a hurry.
Yeah.
See.
Look, someone's hammered down there, Ginger. Look at the face.
Yeah. All right. Why are you looking at me? Look at them.
Trying to see what you're doing over there.
I'm reading.
Read away.
Yeah, I got a super chat from Caper here.
Who?
Keep her here.
Caper here.
Oh, Caper here. Cool.
Look at the camera, would you? Too much pressure.
You're awfully
He just
focused.
says thanks for the tunes.
No worries.
Yeah.
Next.
Got a super chat. Oh, I'm assuming this is someone related to Jake. Someone named Brad.
Oh,
Hey,
it's his dad.
that's my dad. Hey, Dad.
He sent out a super chat. He didn't make a comment, but
Cool.
thank you, Brad.
Thanks, Brad. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
Yep. He's a good man, your father.
Brad Dad.
He is.
Good
Brad
man.
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah.
That's a tuning, isn't it, Brad Dad?
Yeah.
Brad Dad.
Brad Dad.
Next.
Should be.
Super
Somebody's
chat-
really in a rush.
He
here.
really is. Like all of
Yeah,
a sudden,
I know.
just like.
I don't want to stay here for all
Slow
night
it down
long.
there, big fella. Where are you going to go?
Because if we don't start doing it now, we'll be stacked here till 11 o'clock.
No, you
No,
won't.
we won't.
Watch me.
A super chat from Andy Bates.
Andy
I
Bates.
don't
That's
know that.
new.
That's
That's
new.
new.
That's new.
That's new, I think.
He's
Okay.
been around. He says, "Good dare, Patrick. Missed you guys."
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, man.
We got a super chat from Cam.
Clam.
Mm-hmm.
Need your bedpan there tossed there, Clam?
He says, "Should I put baritone strings on my mandolin?
Sure, yeah.
Bring
Drive
back
right
an
up
oldie
there.
but a
Yeah.
goodie."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd do it.
But a heavy gauge.
Yeah.
He's hitting the classics here.
Yeah. Get a Milwaukee impact driver and gear it
Impact
down.
driver.
Yeah. You're gonna have to dial those up pretty tight.
Yeah.
Pure next.
Oh wait, Gareth Pearson's on.
Yeah,
Gareth Pearson. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, hell.
He says, "I'm about to head over to play Cass, the Chet Atkins Appreciation Society.
Attaboy.
I'll tell them you say hi."
Love you, Gareth. I'm glad you're back in Nashville doing good, buddy. Give him a hug for me. Say hello to Tommy.
Oh, Andy Bates changed his name. That's why. That's why we didn't recognize him.
What was his old name, Master?
A Bates
Oh,
226.
My mind.
No. No. Oh, there's a request for the Cam song.
Oh,
What
the
Cam
Clam
song?
song.
I think
Clam
he
disaster.
deserves like the Cam song.
I'm writing him a new one.
Well,
It's all about
He
bedpans.
retired the old one.
All
no,
about
you can't
that.
write him one about bedpans.
Oh, yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
write
we
him a new
can.
one.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna write him a special one.
No.
Yeah.
Next.
Penicillin.
Penicillin.
Cure your little weenie.
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
wait. Mama's
How about
getting
no?
mad.
No.
Mom's getting mad over there.
No. No. We got a super chat from Stephen Baker. A super chat.
From Stephen
Super duck.
A super chat.
Super chat. Please tell us a story about Valdi.
What?
Tell us a story about
Tell us a
Valdi.
story about Valdi.
I don't know.
Valdemir. I know.
Tell us.
Go ahead, Chris.
I got shin splints at Stan Rogers Festival one year from all the walking around in not great shoes. And Valdi fixed it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How
like
did you do that?
he
Crazy glue and hope?
did some kind of pressure point fucking
Really?
Really?
and was like really concerned, like, you're doing a job here and you shouldn't have this pain going on. And was like as genuine loving as your grandfather.
he
and
is,
like
though.
yeah, and just like, here, let me do this, and it's like, holy crap, that totally fixed it, thank you very much.
Valdi.
Valdi. Like,
Valdemar Horsdal.
love Valdi.
He's a great man.
Yeah, he is a great man. Here's
Kerr,
to Valdi.
here's the Valdi. Kerr next for Valdi.
National treasure.
Michael Easter says, "Did he fix your shoes or your shins?"
He buried you in PEI. Come on over here, Easter.
Yeah.
Easter egg.
I got a question from Derek Mosier.
Derek Mosier. Get back. Good to see you again, buddy.
Yeah.
Are viola strings any different than violin strings?
Absolutely. whole different gauges.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the viola is tuned much lower.
Yeah.
It was completely different
Bigger
strings.
instrument.
Yeah, bigger, longer scale, everything.
Yeah. Not the same animal.
Another one from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Becker.
He says the data proves it. Please tell a story about Hank Snow.
I've already told the Hank Snow story on multiple occasions.
Tell it again.
He's getting
No.
saucy, Stephen.
Tell it again.
No.
No, see, this is why we have to do this, right? Because if I don't get through this, he's just going to keep going and going and going and going.
No, the faster
Yeah.
you skip over him, the more he just writes.
I know.
Yeah, but he.
And
he
you know
can't-
what?
If we get to the point where the internet delays the question getting here,
Do you know what,
I
though?
can leave.
And when we see Sudsy next week, we are going to torture the
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
absolute
kill him.
living
Yeah,
crap
I'm gonna
out of
kill
him.
He's going to be sitting here. He'll be so drunk by the time the string theory's over.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep pouring scotch and pouring
Yeah.
scotch and pouring scotch
Yeah.
and asking him questions about his
Do
name.
you,
I
do you
wouldn't let
remember
the
the
cat-
last time we drank
Yeah.
scotch with him?
I wouldn't let the
we
cat
never
out of the
did. We
bag.
never did drink scotch.
You just
with
let
him.
the cat out of the bag.
He'll be just fine.
No, he won't.
You can't get that boy drunk enough.
Oh, you watch me go.
Well,
I
I've
can.
seen it
He's
in
not a
action.
human being. I
Oh,
can't
dear.
drink under the table.
The
I've
cat
seen
is
it
out
in
of the
action.
bag.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Connect.
Be a long night.
We got one from Michael Easter. Ah, Jesus Christ. That's fucking horrendous.
That fucking sounds just like a real cat.
No, I grew up with them.
Jesus, right? Were you raised by them?
Yikes.
Holy shit!
So
People on the
apparently,
internet are so mad he has a mic right
I know,
there.
right?
so we got a super chat from Michael Easter.
Michael Easter, God help us, Michael.
Go ahead, Easter egg.
Chris Coots wardrobe provided by graph paper.
Graph paper.
Metric and standard.
Chris. Chris is wearing Hilroy tonight.
Yeah. the European and American
Yes,
collection.
Yes.
Connect.
Oh, Mark Smith's going to be at Stanfest.
There you go.
Cool.
We'll see you there.
Good. We'll
Make
be,
yourself known, Mark.
just follow the smell of meat.
Yes.
Just follow the smell of meat and make yourself known.
Yeah.
Connect.
Stephen Baker says, "Tell us about Max McDonald."
Sudsy.
Hey, Baker,
Yeah.
take a long haul off of my arse, okay?
We'll deal with you next
Yeah.
week.
Connect.
my friend.
Come on.
Andy says, "I heard that sound and started wondering if it was in my yard."
Holy shit.
Okay, there's one more.
Okay.
A real question. What are your thoughts on hybrid instruments like tenor guitars, etc.? Do you have any?
I have all kinds of hybrid guitars. I have a Nashville high-strung guitar, which is actually a Recording King parlor, and I've owned tenor guitars. They're incredible. They're played like a mandolin, that they're much deeper and lower, tuned lower, and I love them. There's so many things. I've even had guitars around here strung like a 5-string banjo
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Banjitar.
a banjitar for
Yeah.
playing on records.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all for all of that. I love it.
Yeah, the baritone guitar is pretty cool.
Baritone, I have one of those on the wall too.
They're
That's
awesome. Yeah.
incredible. So yeah, absolutely, all the way.
Stephen Baker says, "Give me a minute."
That's weak, Sudsy. That's weak.
Patrick's asking to end with a tune at least.
Okay, well I'm with the tune, but I also have to have a question,
Yeah.
which I had.
End with Angelina the Baker.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
You have a question?
what festival am I playing at this coming weekend? That's the question.
That's the
And
question.
me and Sonny Boy here, Bright Eyes McGee.
Yeah.
Beat me to it.
The backer.
The backer.
Le Backer.
So, who are the winners?
Well, it depends on the category. There's like most ridiculous answer. Can we have a winner for that category?
Sure.
We got the Dave Gunning Chicken Festival.
The Dave Gunning Chicken Festival.
Rooster Festival.
So what is the name of the festival I'm playing at this weekend? Who's the first winner?
The first winner is Mark Smith with Kemp Shore.
Hey.
Is he there yet?
I don't think.
Yep, number 14.
Oh,
We're already there.
yes.
Hey.
Alrighty, the second first winner, Derek Mosier. Got a lot of Stanfest. Guys need to
That's
look
the
at
next
calendar.
He's the winner, first winner, Derek Mosier. You got her, buddy.
There you go.
Derek Mosier.
Send us an email at jpcormier38@gmail.com. And you are number 27 in the big draw.
Decent.
Number 2, who's next?
Jay Gallant. See there already?
Don't think he is.
He's not. Jay Gallant,
There
number
we go.
28. Send an email to jpcormier38@gmail.com. And you are in the big draw, which will be getting close now. We're only, what are we now? 28. Geez, that's not very many now.
No.
Yeah. Another 20 weeks.
Another
22
50
weeks.
weeks.
Well, we'll have to
By
do
the way we're going right now.
some double it up if we spend 20 weeks away.
Yeah.
Did you tune that guitar yet?
No.
So, we love you. From Mr. Jake Lauzon,
Yeah.
Christopher Cute, the lovely Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for being back with us. We're going to be here every Wednesday now.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah, we are.
We got a bit of a special one next Wednesday.
We do. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I love you all. Thanks for being with us all these
Be safe, everybody.
hundreds and hundreds of times.
Yeah.
We love you.
Play another tune.